One thing that I see people talk about a lot is repeating numbers, because this is how a lot of people start out trying to discover their journey. Now, when it comes to repeating numbers, you're going to hear a lot of people, a lot of influencers, gurus, whoever, tell you that repeating numbers means this. What is really happening is they are not wrong on a broad type of spectrum, but the thing is, what they are essentially doing is saying, this is what this repeating number means to me, and in a way it's a form of kind of like projection. That does not mean that that number is going to mean the same things for you, because you have your own unique intimate relationship with your spiritual team. So you have to take the time and do the work to decode what that angel number, repeating number, means to you. Now, you can do this in the form of studying numerology, where you are breaking down what each number means individually. But on a more intimate level, I highly encourage you to really just take a moment and observe where you are. Observe your mind. Observe how you feel. You should be able to tune in and tap in anywhere at any time. Meditation is not always just cutting out all the noise of the world and, taking a moment to just have that silence. No, it's navigating through that silence to be able to tune in with yourself. That's true connection with self. That's true meditation. So again, you need to tap in with yourself and observe your being. Then you will start to see the repeating cycles and patterns that these numbers represent. Because for me, personally, I'm going to use one of my own examples. 1111 means to tap in with my crown, see where I'm at. It means to ground myself emotionally. It means to get out of my head and let things flow the way that they're supposed to flow. And when I happen to see 1111, each and every time without fail, that's the exact space that I'm in, of needing to get out of my head, let things flow how they flow. Check in with my mind. What am I thinking about? All of these things are signs from your team to give you a specific message, but it is up to you to do the work to understand and understand what that specific message is. So you have to decode this for yourself. You cannot go to Google. You cannot go to these gurus, influencers, even people who do forms of divination such as myself. They cannot tell you these things, because these are things that are for you and strictly for you from your team. And the only way that you will learn how to decode this is by observing, taking the time to do the work. And this is really important to understand, because even though these people may have well intent and pure intent, you are taking on the projection of what somebody may be going through themselves. That doesn't have anything to do with you. So again, every time you encounter somebody who is a spiritualist, a healer, a practitioner, a worker, if they are not encouraging you to connect deeper to yourself, deeper to your spiritual team, then they may not be in it for the right reasons, or they may not be the person for you. So this is just a reminder. This is a reminder to tap back in with yourself, to tap back in with your team. And this is a way to build intimacy. If you're seeing all these repeating numbers and you're like, I don't know where to start on my journey, I don't know where, take the time to listen. Really listen. And sometimes listening is simply through observing. You're making it more complicated than it needs to be. I was making it more complicated than I needed it to be. So I'm saying this to you with love, so that you don't have to find out the hard way like I did, or so that you don't have to stress and overcomplicate things the way that I did. So just take the time. Take your time, take the time. That's all.